In this video, we're going to go over 25 things that you need to do every single day in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've made over 100 million bells using these same tactics, and I'm actually giving away 4 million bells on this video. So if you're interested in learning how to make bells, or you want to have a chance to enter into this giveaway, all you have to do is watch this video to the very end. Yeah! So like I said, we're going to be going over 25 things that you need to be doing every single day in Animal Crossing New Horizons. And as you make millions and millions of bells, some of these things are going to become less and less important. But if you're just starting out, you need to start doing every single one of these things, start making more and more money in Animal Crossing New Horizons. And if you're sticking around for the giveaway, just make sure you stick around to the very end. I'll explain all the rules, all the details on the 4 million bells giveaway on this video here at the end of the video. So let's go on to the very first thing that you need to do, and that is always check your mail. Sometimes you get bank interest where you start making money just from having your money in the bank account. Other times you get different presents, letters, different gifts sent to you every single day. So the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning and you check your Animal Crossing, you need to check your mail because you're going to have something in it that's going to help you make more money. And once you check your mail, what's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? You check your phone, and that's what you need to do in Animal Crossing. You need to check your Animal Crossing phone, and more importantly, check the Nook Miles program for that day. Find out what the tasks are that you need to do to collect more Nook Miles, the things that you can do on your island while you're running around, whether it's collecting bugs, collecting fish, something like that's going to help you get more Nook Miles, and more Nook Miles equals more money. So you want to make sure you're aware of these tasks before you start your day so you don't have to waste your time backtracking and doing these things over and over again after you've already passed them. The next thing you need to do is break all your rocks. You should have 6 rocks on your island, and if you want to create a rock garden, I actually have another video teaching you exactly how to make it just like I have. But basically what you want to do is you want to break all these rocks, and one of these rocks is actually a money rock, and it can give you 16,000 bells in just about 30 seconds. You need to make sure that you have something behind you when you're breaking these rocks so you don't ricochet and you get the max amount of materials out of these rocks. What you need to do next is make sure you're collecting all your fossils on the island. There should be about 5 or 6 buried in the ground. You can see them, and all you got to do is go dig them up. If you dig them up, they're going to help you make more and more money, because once you dig them up, you need to go ahead and take them to Blathers in the museum. And you can have Blathers assess them, and actually once he assesses them, they're going to be worth a lot more money. Now, if you want to max out your museum, you can do that. And you can go ahead and let Blathers take these fossils and go to the museum. But if you don't want them in the museum and you want to make more money, all you need to do from there is go ahead and take them to Nook's Cranny later in the day, and you're going to make more and more money by selling these once they're assessed. You also just have a money tree on your island every single day. It's a glowing spot on your island, and what you want to do is you want to dig it up. There'll be 1,000 bells in there, but what you want to do is take 10,000 bells out of your inventory and bury that back in that hole. Later that week, it's going to turn into 30,000 bells in a money tree, and you're going to be making 20,000 bells every day by just planting your own money tree. You also want to make sure that you are watering your flowers that are diagonal or close together, because this is going to create a hybrid flower that you cannot buy in a store. They can only be grown, and basically what it is when you have flowers next to each other and you water them, there's a chance that a rare flower will pop up next to them each day, and it could be worth a lot of money. So what you want to do is make sure you just have a watering can and water these flowers that are next to each other, and there's a possibility that you could have a golden rose or something like that come up. And if it's raining on your island that day, well, that counts as watering your flowers. So you don't have to water your flowers on a day that it rains. The next thing you want to do is you want to go to Nook's Cranny and go ahead and sell all those fossil pieces that you got earlier in the day, and you want to make sure that you buy all the items that are for sale, because these are limited items. These won't be here next day, and once you buy them, they actually go in your catalog, so you don't have to keep them, but as long as you buy them and then resell them, you will always have them in your catalog if you ever want them in the future. Once you buy the limited items, you want to go to the closet and buy whatever's there as well. Sometimes there's things that aren't there every day, like different floor patterns, different wall patterns, different umbrellas, depending on what time of the year it is. There's always going to be something new and different in that store every single day. Now, these things aren't limited, but they do change every day, just like the limited items, so I guess they are limited. And before you leave Nook's Cranny, the most important thing, probably one of the most important things on this list, you gotta check your turnip price. Sometimes your turnip price can go up to 500 to 600 bells in just one day. You got 2 turnip prices, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And I would check these prices twice a day if you can, to make sure you know exactly what your prices are. Because if you watch some of my other videos, once you get about 1 to 2 million bells, turnip prices are going to be your best way to make the very most money. So if you're interested in making millions and millions of bells, you're going to have to get into the turnip game. You're going to have to start checking your turnip prices. I have a whole bunch of other videos that I recommend at the end of this one, teaching you how you can make millions of bells just by using turnips, but you got to make sure that you're checking your turnip prices every day. And almost every single day on your island, you should have a special guest or a special NPC character show up on your island. Whether it's Celeste, Sahara, Red, someone's going to show up on your island with some sort of purpose. Whether they're selling clothes, selling virtual items, selling rugs, selling artwork, all those kind of things. Those people show up on your island every single day, and there's actually a formula to kind of know who or when someone's going to show up on your island. I've made another video about that as well if you want to check that on the channel. But basically, you want to make sure that you're talking to these villagers every single day that they're on your island, because you want to get their limited items. Like Red offers limited artwork that you can only get from his ship. Sahara offers rugs and things like that you can't get anywhere else. And there's a whole bunch of other NPC characters that are going to offer things that you can't get anywhere else but them when they visit your island. So you want to make sure you take advantage of that. Next, you want to head over to Resident Services and make sure you check the ATM and check the ABD login, because every day that you log in, you actually get a reward for logging in consecutive days. So you want to make sure you check that every single day, and you also want to check the Nook Shopping app or the Nook Shopping catalog, because those items change every single day. So you want to make sure that you're cycling through there, so you're making sure you can get every opportunity to buy whatever you want every day. You also want to check your loans tab. If you have any loans, you want to try to pay them back as quick as possible, just so you can get the upgraded house, so you can be the maxed out house. And if you're having any issues paying off your loans, you don't have enough money, make sure you watch this channel, because I'm teaching you how to make millions and millions of bells in Animal Crossing New Horizons, as well as giving them away in this video. Like I said earlier, I'm giving away 4 million bells. So that's an opportunity for you to pay off your house if you watch this video to the very end. And next, what you want to do is you want to go to Tom Nook, the Tom Nook station, and you want to start building something on your island, whether it's a bridge, staircase, or something. Because what sucks about it is you have to wait a whole entire day for that to spawn in. So you want to make sure that you're always thinking proactively, thinking a day ahead of time, so you can go ahead and talk to Tom Nook and get everything scheduled out a day ahead of time. And before you leave, make sure you check the lost and found. Sometimes there's some items that you may want in there. It refills like every day, like an item every single day, because once it gets full, nothing else will be added until you start taking everything out. So make sure you're checking that every single day to pull everything out of it. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to run around the beaches of your island and collect all the bottles and seashells, all those kind of things. They're worth a lot of money, and the bottles could be some valuable do-it-yourself things that you could find and really just teach you how to make different items in Animal Crossing. So you want to make sure that you're checking the beach for all the items, and you also want to go ahead and start catching bugs. So you need to have a net, and as you're running through your island, you want to make sure that you're shaking the trees and catching the bugs, because these bugs are actually valuable and they could be worth a lot of money depending on what time of day or what time of year it is. You could be catching something that's really rare. And while you're doing all this, you want to make sure you keep your eyes out for fish bait. Fish bait is basically what it is. You can see that something's spitting out of the sand, and then what you want to do is go ahead and dig it up there, and you can actually use this item as fish bait to collect more fish. So once you collect a clam or whatever it is, you actually have to go to a do-it-yourself bench and craft the fish bait. But once you craft the fish bait, you can collect the fish or summon a fish anytime you want by throwing the fish bait in the water. And that's the next thing, is you want to fish every single day, because there's some valuable fish like great white sharks that you could use in a duplication process, or different things like that that you can catch, and really just they're really valuable. Or you can just keep them in your house, and the great white sharks, some crazy rare fish. Now you want to make sure that you're checking your trees every single day. Whatever your native fruit is, you want to make sure that you're shaking that and planting more trees of that, as well as other fruit. If you've been to other islands and collected different kinds of fruit, you want to make sure that you're checking these trees and taking all the fruit and replanting them every single day. And while you're planting all these trees, you want to make sure that you're also harvesting the wood from these trees. So make sure you have your axe out and you're chopping these trees to make sure you get the max amount of wood, because you need to have that wood so you can start to craft items that are worth a lot of money in Animal Crossing New Horizons. The next thing you want to do is you also want to go to Able Sisters and check the clothing items they have, because it changes every single day. So you don't want to miss out on something that's really awesome. You can check the display in the store, or you can also go into the changing room. There's going to be more options, more colors for you, and you want to choose the clothes that you know that you like best, because those are going to be disappeared the very next day. And you also want to make sure that you're checking for the Royal Crown, because if you have the right version of the game, you can actually duplicate the Royal Crown, which I'll show you at the end of the video. I'll give you a video that's going to tell you how to duplicate this Royal Crown, but only if you have a certain version of the game. It kind of depends if you're updated or not. You also want to make sure that you're talking to your villagers every single day, because these villagers could have different items or gifts for you that you could really just have and sell or do whatever with. But you want to make sure that you're talking to them every single day, because they might get pissed and leave if you don't talk to them. And the last two things really aren't actually in the game. They're things that you can do outside of the game to make a lot more money in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So the first thing I would suggest is join a Discord or a Reddit page that's dedicated to turnip prices. People in Animal Crossing post their turnip prices online every single day, and if you have an online connection, there's no way that you shouldn't be making millions and millions of bells whenever you want. So basically all you need to do is follow these pages and check these pages for the turnip prices, and if someone has a high turnip price, go ahead and comment or send them a direct message and go to their island and sell your turnips on their island for a big profit. And the last thing that you need to do every single day on Animal Crossing New Horizons is check this channel and make sure you're subscribed, because I'm posting giveaway videos. I'm trying to post a couple every single week, giving away millions and millions of bells to all my subscribers and people viewing this channel. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And now onto the giveaway for this video. So if you've been watching this video, there's actually been letters popping up in the top left hand corner and the top right hand corner throughout the whole entire video. Well, all you have to do, those letters spell out a word, and all you have to do is comment the word to the letters in the top left hand corner. The letters in the top left hand corner, those spell out a word. All you gotta do is comment that word in the comment section below, and that's going to enter you into the giveaway. In a week from this posting, I'm going to choose someone at random to win 4 million bells. And if you don't check your YouTube comments, make sure you leave your Discord page or Instagram page, something for me to direct message you, letting you know you've won. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to make more bells in Animal Crossing New Horizons, or you already have a couple million bells and you really don't have to do these things every single day, I got a couple videos that's going to teach you how to make millions and millions of bells, how I made over 100 million bells by using time travel with turnips and a Royal Crown Duplication glitch if you have the right version. So if you want to check those videos out, they're right here for you, and I'll see you over there on those videos. Welcome to the channel. Gonna teach you about that animal crossing. Gonna make that money.